Good morning, happy Monday, and I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day weekend. And I just wanted to do our next little team training conference call since we had some new recruits since the last time I did this. So I thought, well, let's just go ahead and move on and start adding some more prizes. So I first wanted to congratulate Stacy Heaton. She got our recruit since the last video I did, stating that you would get a prize. So I want to welcome Amy O'Malley out of Visalia. And Stacy, congrats. This prize will be yours. Just send me an email or comment on this post, and I will pop this in the mail to you. And last night we got another new team member, so I wanted to congratulate Stephanie Richardson and welcome Terry Fodrill out of Indiana. So I also have a prize going out to you, Stephanie, because you got a new recruit, and that'll be a surprise because this is going to be a new gift going in for the next new recruit. So if you recruit anyone now before the next video comes out, this is the prize I'm putting into the bucket. We have Layers Sunkissed Citrus Shower Gel, and then a 3-pack of Layers Little Loofahs. So this is in the bucket for the next new recruit, and if we don't have anyone by next week, there'll be something else added. So we'll keep you posted, and good luck on that. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, since we've talked about recruiting last time, I thought, well, now that you're starting to plant the seeds, what can you do to keep them organized, all your leads and where you're at? So I'm really big on organization to keep track of what I've got going. Otherwise, it can get really hard once you really start talking to a lot of people. You don't want to forget something. So what I have done is I have set up a spreadsheet, and I have used this to keep track, and it really works for me. And this is just suggestions. If something works better for you, then that's great. I just do a really simple spreadsheet. It's nothing fancy, and each little tab is something different. So what I do, for instance, I have a tab that says join. So if I spoke to someone and maybe it sounds like, well, they might be interested, I've kind of planted the seed, they're not sure, I put their name. I like to kind of reference, maybe if I met them at, a farmer's market or a home party, something just to kind of, reference how I met them, and then I put notes. So whatever date I spoke to them last, and any comments. So maybe if they said, well, I'm getting ready to have surgery, or, money's a little tight right now, whatever the situation is. So when I contact them again, I can at least kind of, I hope your surgery went well, or I hope you're feeling better. Just kind of something so they know that you remember them. But I definitely put dates because I don't want to call them 2 days later because I forgot I've already called them, and then you kind of look silly. So I really try to, maybe once a month call them, or every couple of weeks, kind of depending on the situation. So that kind of helps me keep track, because I'll go back and look at it, and I'm not kidding. If I didn't have these people listed as potential hosts, I don't think I would have remembered to call them back, because you think, oh yeah, I'll remember that this person, thought about joining, but you'll be amazed once you keep a spreadsheet on some of the leads that you do have. So I recommend that. And then the next little tab I have is host. So it's kind of the same thing. It's, I met somebody, they talked about maybe hosting a home party, and so I want to make sure I keep in touch with them. So I put their name, how I met them, and again, the notes. If they said, well, I'm getting ready to move, or, getting ready to go on vacation, can you call me back in June? Oh, okay, great. So I'll make a note of the date I talked to them and maybe when they wanted me to call them back. Again, it's about when you call them. I hope your vacation was well. Whatever it is you want to say, it just makes it look like you care, and you know what's going on in their life, and you're not just about hosting the party. Just try to keep it personable and that kind of thing. So that's what I do in that. And then my next little tab is fundraiser. So maybe if I have a lead or someone that says, well, I'm thinking about a fundraiser, when baseball starts up again, I'll put their name. Again, it's all the same thing, just the notes, just so I have notes to contact them again. And then I also have a tab that'll say basket parties. And right now, if you only have one basket kit, it's pretty simple. But I have, now that I've been in almost 3 years, I have 9 basket kits. Sometimes they're all out, sometimes maybe only 1 or 2 are out, but it's really hard to keep track of them. So I got to the point where I couldn't remember who had what. So I created the little tab for the basket kits. It'll have the person's name, the date I gave it to them. That way I can, I try to keep them out only about 2 weeks. That's really what Scentsy recommends, is your basket kits being only going out for about 2 weeks. So that way I can see where they're all at, especially if I have them all out and someone else is wanting to do one. I need to figure out how I can get one back. So that works really well for me, just so I don't lose track of where all my basket kits are at. So that works really well for me. And then the other thing I do to stay organized is, because you have random orders coming in and maybe you don't have a order going out soon, so you need to keep track of a way. If someone calls in, oh, I need to order a 6-pack of bars, and you're like, well, I'm not placing another order for a couple of days, but you don't want to lose track of anything. So what I do, and those of you that have trained with me here at my house, you've seen how I have it set up. It's really simple. Nothing fancy. I haven't done anything crazy. It's just organization that works for me. Is I have a folder. So, for instance, this is my pending orders. So I had a customer text me an order the other day for a 6-pack of bars. Well, I have no orders to enter right now. So I write up my little order form, I stick it in my pending folder, and it goes organized in my little stack of folders. Then once I'm ready to place an order, I get all my orders together, paper clip it, put the order number on a little sticky note, and clip it all together, and then I have a folder that says shipped. So I know I've already placed the order, and I put them in the oldest to the back. But the reason I write the order number on the front is sometimes you get an order not particularly in the same order that you sent it out. It doesn't happen very often, but it can be confusing if you're thinking this is the order that's here, and so that at least I can reference the order number on the box to the order number I placed. And basically, I just know, oh, I have an order here, grab my orders from my shipped file, and I'm good to go. So that's that one. And then the other one I have is a leads folder. And that's where I'll put like all of my drawing tickets that I get. So when you do a home show, if you do an event, if you're not doing these, I really recommend them. They're super inexpensive. I think I'm only now on my 2nd pack. You get 5 little packs in one order, and I mean, it lasts you a long time. But what I like about them is it has a spot, if you haven't been using them, where they can mark if they're interested in a home or basket party or joining. And this for me doesn't feel like a cold call. It's kind of a warm call because they are interested. It still might take me a little bit to call, but I'm getting better. The Booking Blitz made me realize how important it is to call these leads. So I will stick that in my leads folder. That way I have my spot when it's time to make my phone calls to book home parties, or if it's a potential recruit. I also use the workstation. So if that works better for you, you can also do it. A lot of this stuff that I've said, the workstation has the capability to do it. For me, the simplicity of the Excel spreadsheet, my little folders, kind of just works for me. In the workstation, you can, when you enter a new contact, like if, for instance, I was entering this person in my contacts, which I still will, even if I have them in my spreadsheet. I'd rather have them in both places than not at all. So when I enter this person, then I click on there's little tabs that'll say potential customer, potential host. I make sure to click on the tabs. This person is interested in a home and basket, so I would click on potential host. And you can run reports in your workstation, and I have those here. I'll kind of show you what they look like. But this is my leads folder, and this is all potential people to call. And you can see when I ran potential hosts, and some of these are old, probably since I started. I need to go through and clean them up, but it'll run a little report of everything. And the nice thing on here, I know this is really hard to see, but I just wanted to show you, it does print nice little things. It shows on here notes, because I always enter a note whenever I enter a contact. Met them at farmer's market, met them at so-and-so's home show. So it prints on the sheet, like it'll say so-and-so's name, the city, state, their home number, and note. So I can seriously make cold calls, or warm calls, I guess, right from the spreadsheet. So if you're not using that in your workstation and you need help, let me know. I can show you how to use it. You can also, this is my sheet I ran. These were all the people at one point in time that said they wanted to join. Again, some of them are probably old. I need to go through them, but it prints the same thing, their name, all the notes. So I have all the notes that I've talked about. So I keep all of that in my little leads folder. So I have like a quick envelope just full of all of the stuff. When I was ready to do my Booking Blitz, it was ready. I had it all here. So again, it works for me. Figure out a system that works for you to stay organized and not to lose any potential hosts or consultants. So I hope that helps. If you need any help with training on the workstation or Excel, if you want me to share my Excel spreadsheet, I can. Okay, sorry, my computer like froze up, so I don't know what happened. Anyways, happy Monday. I hope you have a great, sensational rest of the week. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I'd love to help you. Our next local team meeting is on May 20th in Hanford at 6 p.m. I hope you can all make it. And if not, we will continue with these conference calls. If you have a certain subject you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. Training is sometimes hard for me to figure out what to talk about, but I'd love suggestions, and this seems the simplest. I just sit here while the kids are at school, send you all a quick note, and hopefully it helps. But anyways, have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.